Making the perfect French pancakes, known as crepes, might seem like a delicate art reserved for Parisian cafes or weekend brunches. But what if you could master foolproof French pancakes in just minutes, right at home? Whether you're a seasoned home cook or a complete beginner, this guide will walk you through every step of making light, tender, and irresistibly delicious crepes. No fancy equipment or obscure ingredients required. Get ready to wow yourself and your loved ones with a breakfast treat that's as easy as it is impressive. Let's begin by demystifying the crepe. Unlike thick, fluffy American pancakes, French crepes are ultra-thin, buttery, and wonderfully versatile. They can be enjoyed sweet or savory, rolled or folded, plain or filled with your favorite ingredients. The secret to their elegance lies in a simple batter and a quick, confident hand at the stove. With just a few tips and the right technique, you'll have a stack of golden, lacy crepes ready in no time. Start by gathering your ingredients. For classic French crepes, you'll need just a handful of pantry staples: all-purpose flour, eggs, milk, a pinch of salt, a little sugar for sweetness, and melted butter. Optional but highly recommended is a splash of vanilla extract for a subtle, fragrant note. The beauty of this recipe is its simplicity. No yeast, no lengthy resting time, and nothing you can't find in a basic kitchen. Begin with the batter. In a large mixing bowl, add 1 cup of all-purpose flour, along with 2 tablespoons of sugar and a pinch of salt. Crack in 2 large eggs, then pour in 1½ cups of milk. Add 2 tablespoons of melted butter and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now, whisk everything together until the batter is smooth and free of lumps. If you have a blender, this step becomes even easier. Just add all the ingredients and blend for about 30 seconds. The result should be a silky, pourable batter, thinner than typical pancake batter, but not watery. A key to foolproof crepes is allowing the batter to rest, even if only for a few minutes. While a traditional recipe might call for chilling the batter for an hour or more, you can get excellent results by letting it sit for just 10 minutes. This short rest gives the flour time to fully absorb the liquid, resulting in more tender crepes. While the batter rests, heat your skillet or crepe pan over medium heat. A non-stick skillet works beautifully, but if you have a well-seasoned crepe pan or cast iron skillet, feel free to use it. Once your pan is hot, add a small dab of butter and swirl it around to coat the surface lightly. You want just enough to prevent sticking and add a touch of flavor, but not so much that the crepes fry instead of cook gently. Pour about a 1/4 cup of batter into the center of the pan, then quickly tilt and swirl the pan in a circular motion to spread the batter into a thin, even layer. Don't worry if the first crepe looks a little uneven. Consider it your test batch, warming up the pan and getting you into the rhythm. Let the crepe cook undisturbed for about 1 to 2 minutes, or until the edges begin to lift from the pan and the bottom is lightly golden. Use a thin spatula to gently loosen the edges, then flip the crepe with a confident motion. Cook for 30 seconds to 1 minute on the second side, just until it sets and takes on a hint of color. Transfer the finished crepe to a plate and cover loosely with a towel to keep it warm. Repeat with the remaining batter, adding a touch more butter as needed to prevent sticking. If you're making a big batch, you can keep the cooked crepes warm in a low oven while you work. Stack them on a plate and cover with foil so they stay tender and pliable, ready to be filled and enjoyed. The magic of French pancakes lies in their versatility. For a classic sweet treat, sprinkle a warm crepe with sugar and a squeeze of lemon juice, then fold it into quarters, or spread with your favorite jam, Nutella or honey, and roll them up for a quick, irresistible snack. Fresh fruit, whipped cream, and a dusting of powdered sugar turn them into an elegant dessert, while a drizzle of maple syrup or caramel sauce adds a touch of indulgence. Crepes aren't just for sweet fillings, though. For a savory twist, fill them with ham and cheese, sautéed mushrooms, or smoked salmon and fresh herbs. Simply add the filling to the center of the crepe, fold it over, and let it warm briefly in the pan until everything is melty and delicious. The possibilities are endless, limited only by your imagination and what's in your fridge. If you want to make your crepes in advance, you absolutely can. Stack cooled crepes between sheets of parchment paper, wrap them tightly, and store them in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. They also freeze beautifully. Just thaw and reheat in a warm pan or microwave for a quick breakfast or snack anytime. Mastering French pancakes is about confidence and a sense of play. Don't be discouraged if your first crepe isn't perfect. Each one will get better as you go. The thinness of the batter, the heat of the pan, and the flick of your wrist all become second nature with a bit of practice. Soon, you'll be whipping up flawless crepes without a second thought, ready to impress guests or simply treat yourself. Let's recap the essential tips for foolproof French pancakes. Use a thin, smooth batter. Let it rest briefly. Heat your pan properly and add just enough butter. Swirl the batter quickly for even coverage. Cook until golden and flip gently. And don't be afraid to experiment with fillings and flavors. These simple steps will have you making crepes like a pro every single time. Beyond the basics, there are countless ways to personalize your crepes. For a gluten-free version, try using buckwheat flour, a classic in Brittany, France, where savory galettes are popular. For a dairy-free option, substitute plant-based milk and oil for the milk and butter. You can even add a spoonful of cocoa powder to the batter for chocolate crepes, perfect for dessert. Entertaining friends or family. Set up a crepe bar with a variety of toppings and fillings so everyone can create their own masterpiece. Fresh berries, sliced bananas, chopped nuts, chocolate chips, whipped cream, and a selection of spreads or cheeses make for an interactive and memorable meal. Crepes are more than just a recipe. They're a tradition, a celebration of simple ingredients transformed into something magical. From the streets of Paris to your kitchen, the joy of making and sharing crepes brings people together. With this foolproof approach, you can enjoy that joy any day of the week in just minutes. So the next time you're craving something special, remember that you don't need a passport or a reservation at a fancy restaurant. All it takes is a bowl, a whisk, and a little bit of butter to bring the spirit of France into your home. Pour the batter, swirl the pan, and watch as a delicate crepe forms before your eyes. A testament to the power of simple pleasures. Now that you know the secrets to making perfect French pancakes, it's time to give it a try. Embrace the process, savor the aroma, and enjoy every bite. Whether you keep them classic or get creative with your fillings, you'll discover that making crepes at home is not just easy. It's a delightful experience that's sure to become a favorite in your kitchen. Bon appétit!